Good morning, everybody. Yesterday we discussed what is meant by a matrix, what is the order of the matrix, row matrix, column matrix, types of matrices we discussed. Now, and we started addition of matrices also. How the addition is done, what is meant by the addition we already discussed. Means if A, B are of the same order, then only you can do addition or subtraction of the matrices. If A, B are of the same order, then only you can do addition or subtraction of the matrices. And subtraction of matrix is nothing but addition or subtraction of matrices is nothing but addition or subtraction of the corresponding elements. All these we discussed on yesterday. One example we will do with that, and then we will discuss the properties of the addition. First of all, if A equal to, one small example we will discuss, A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and B equal to 0, 1, 0, 1 or 2, 1, the choice of technique doesn't matter. Just A plus B I am finding. What is A plus B I told? If both are of the same order, means this is 2 by 2, this is also 2 by 2. So both are of same order, we can do the addition. And addition of matrix is nothing but addition of corresponding elements I told. Means here 1 plus 0 is the first element. Cij equal to Bij plus Aij I told. So this is 1 plus 0. So this is 2 plus 1. This is 3 plus 2. This is 4 plus 1. So this is equal to, gives you 1, 3, 5, 5. So is the A plus B. Like if you find B plus A, means first B we will write, then A, then adding the corresponding elements. So B plus A also gives you 1, 3, 5, 5. 1, 3, 5, 5. Now this is addition. Now we will discuss the properties of addition. Number 1, addition property. First property is, we will call it as closure property. Closure property means if A and B are two matrices, their addition also a matrix of the same order. If A and B are two matrices of order m by n, then A plus B is also of the same size m by n, is also a matrix first of all. If A and B are two matrices, then A plus B is also a matrix of the same order m by n. Like second property is commutative. What is commutative? First is closure property. Or binary operation we say. Closure property. If A and B are two matrices, then A plus B is also a matrix of the same order. If A and B are of the same matrices of the same order, then A plus B is also a matrix of the same order. It is closure property. Second property is commutative. What is commutative? Commutative means A plus B equal to B plus A. A plus B equal to B plus A. See, here A plus B is 1, 3, 5, 5 and B plus A also 1, 3, 5, 5. That's why I took this example. So that this is A plus B equal to B plus A. For any two matrices, A plus B is equal to B plus A. So this is called as commutative property. Means commutative property holds good for matrix addition. Commutative property holds good for matrix addition but not multiplication. So commutative property holds good for matrix addition. Means A plus B equal to always B plus A. A plus B equal to B plus A is called as commutative property. So commutative property holds good in matrices. Next, commutative matrix addition. What I want to say, commutative property in matrix addition, that is most important. These are addition properties we are discussing. So commutative property A plus B equal to B plus A. This is the example you can take for matrix addition. But the same is not true for subtraction. Why? A plus A minus B if I take, what do I get? Corresponding element subtraction. 1 minus 0, 2 minus 1, 3 minus 2, 4 minus 1. So what do I get? 1, 2 minus 1 is 1 and 3 minus 2 is 1, 4 minus 1 is 3. What is B minus A? What is B minus A? So B minus A, now corresponding element subtraction, 0 minus 1 becomes minus 1, here itself it is dividing, 1 minus 2 minus 1, 3 minus 2 minus 3 minus 1, 1 minus 4 minus 3, these two are not equal. A minus B is not equal to B minus A observe. So commutative property does not holds good for subtraction, but commutative holds good for addition. Commutative holds good for addition, but not for subtraction or multiplication. Commutative property applicable only in matrix addition. In matrix addition, but not in subtraction or multiplication. Multiplication we will discuss later, but for subtraction and addition. So closure property under addition is 100% holds good. Commutative property under addition 100% holds good. Like associativity. Associative property. What is associative property? Associative property also holds good in matrix addition. Associative property. What is associative property? Associative property is nothing but A plus B plus C equal to A plus B plus C. A plus B plus C. Means if you add A and B, then add it to C. Or if you add B and C, then you add it to A. Gives you the same result. Is called as associative property. Associative property holds good in matrix addition as well as multiplication. Multiplication we will discuss later. But matrix addition में associative property 100% holds good. Holds good. A plus B plus C equal to A plus B plus C is called as associative property. Next, identity. Additive identity. Next property is identity. What is identity property? If A plus something is equal to gives you A itself, then that is called as A plus B equal to A, then B is called as additive identity. A plus B equal to A itself, then it is called as B is called as additive identity. Then B is called as additive identity. What is additive identity in matrix? A plus 0 is always gives you A, is always gives you 0 plus A. So this is called as identity property. So 0 is additive identity. A null matrix, 0 matrix or null matrix is additive identity. Null matrix is additive identity. Null matrix is additive identity. If you add 0 to anything, you will get the same matrix. So that is called as additive identity. So 0 is called as additive identity. Null matrix is called as additive identity. Next, inverse. Additive inverse. What is inverse of a matrix? Inverse. Inverse means A plus B equal to B plus A equal to identity you need to get. Additive identity is 0. So A plus B equal to B plus A equal to 0 when it is possible. B equal to minus A. B equal to minus A. B is additive inverse. Means additive inverse is minus A. So minus A is additive inverse. Minus A is additive inverse. Minus A is additive inverse. A plus B equal to B plus A equal to 0, then B is called as additive inverse. So B is equal to, if I bring that plus A to that side, minus A means minus A is additive inverse. Means A minus A is 0. Minus A plus A is 0. So additive inverse of plus A is minus A. Additive inverse of minus A is plus A. Now these are the addition properties. Closure, commutative, associative, identity and inverse properties. We discussed it in matrices. Same we will discuss for multiplication. Now we will discuss some exercise problems on this addition and equality of matrices basics. First, exercise 1. Exercise 3A first sum. Exercise 3A. First Roman first sum. first Roman first sum. 213 plus 0 0 0 0 0 0. Observe, this is of 1 by 3, 1 row 3 columns, and here also 1 row 3 columns. So both are of same size, addition is possible. Addition is nothing but adding the corresponding elements. Means 2 plus 0, how much? 2. 1 plus 0, 1. 3 plus 0, 3. So a plus b equal to 2, 1, 3, like this. Next. This is first bit. And we will do argument. Third bit. 390. 1 8 minus 2, 1 8 minus 2 plus 390, 1 8 minus 2 plus 402, 714. Addition of these two matrices is also. So correspond, if all are of the same size or not, first check. This is of 2 by 3, this is also of 2 by 3. So addition possible. Now add the corresponding elements. 3 plus 4, 7, 9 plus 0, 9, 0 plus 2, 2, 1 plus 7, 8, 8 plus 1, 9, minus 2 plus 4, minus 2 plus 4, plus 2. So this is the addition of the matrices. Next. Same for 3 by 3 also we will do on that. Second Roman. First Roman, second sum. First Roman, second sum. All the other first Roman में first sum में bits are there. Next. First Roman, third sum. So minus 1, minus 2, 3. Minus 1, minus 2, 3. Minus 1, minus 2, 3. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4. Next 2 minus 1, 3. 2 minus 1, 3. Plus, sorry, not plus. This is A. This is A. And B is equal to 1 minus 2, 5. 1 minus 2, 5. 0 2, 0 minus 2 2, 0 minus 2 2, 1 2 minus 3, 1 2 minus 3, and C equal to minus 2 1 2, 1 1 2, 2 0 1. Then find A plus B plus C. Then find A plus B plus C. Simple. A plus B plus C means you can add all the three corresponding elements if they are of the same size. This is 3 by 3, this is also 3 by 3, this is 3 by 3. So you can do A plus B, then add it to C. Or 3 at a time. A plus B plus C equal to, add the corresponding elements, means minus 1 plus 1 minus 2. Like minus 2 plus 1. Next 3 plus 5 plus 2. Like this corresponding elements we can add. 1 plus 0 plus 1. 2 minus 2 plus 1. 4 plus 2 plus 2. Next 2 plus 1 plus 2. Minus 1 plus 2 plus 0. 3 minus 3 plus 1. So this is A plus B plus C. Becomes minus 2, minus 3, 10, 2, 1, 8, 5, 1, 1. So adding the corresponding elements gives you a plus b plus c. That's it. Corresponding elements gives you a plus b plus. See the next one. If second Roman first one. If x minus 1, 2, 5 minus 5, 0, z minus 1, 7, 1, 0, a minus 5 equal to 1, 2, 3, 0, 4, 7, 1, 0, 0. Then find x, y, z and a. Find x, y, z and a. So two matrices are equal means first of all they should be of the same size. This is 3 by 3, this is 3 by 3. So 100% right. Next, their corresponding elements must be equal. Their corresponding elements must be equal. See here 2, here also 2. Here 0, here also 0. Their corresponding elements are same. Like this x minus 1 must be equal to 1. So x minus 1 equal to 1. So what is x? Minus 1 goes to that side. 1 plus 1. 2. Like the same. 5 minus 1 equal to 5 minus y equal to 3. Implies y to that side, 3 to this side. So 5 minus 3 equal to y implies y equal to 2. Y equal to 2. Next, coming to z here. Z minus 1 equal to corresponding element 4. So z minus 1 equal to 4. Z equal to 5. Next, a minus 5 corresponding element is 0. A minus 5 equal to 0 implies a equal to 5. A equal to 5. So just make sure that they are of the same size and corresponding elements are equal. If we give 1, 1, 0, 0, every corresponding element are equal, but here he is not giving. So this must be equal to 0. Here he is giving z minus 1, this must be equal to 4. And x minus 1 equal to 1, 5 minus y equal to 3. By equating the corresponding terms, we got the x, y, z and a values. X, y, z and a values. Simple sum. Very important sum. Simple but very, very important. Next sum. Given that a equal to 1, 3 minus 5, 2 minus 1, 5, 2, 0, 1. Find the trace of the matrix. What is meant by the trace I told? What is meant by the trace? If it is a square matrix, the sum of elements in the principal diagonal, the sum of elements in the principal diagonal is called as trace I told. Means sigma of aij for I equal to j I told. For I equal to j is called as trace I told. Means I equal to j means it should be diagonal element a11, a22, a33 I told. Means sum of these gives you trace of the matrix. So trace of a equal to I told sigma of aij for I equal to j. So this is equal to principal diagonal elements of the sum. Means 1 plus minus 1 plus 1. So minus 1 plus 1 gets cancelled. Left out is 1. Left out is 1. So trace of a is equal to 1. Simple, very simple. Trace of a equal to last sum of the exercise. If a equal to 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1 and b equal to 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. Find 3b minus 2a. Find 3b minus 2a means we are multiplying b with a scalar 3 and a with a scalar 2. Then we are going for subtraction. So first 3b. 3b means multiplying every element of b with 3. It's called as scalar multiplication I told. K into a. It means every element of a to be multiplied with a. So like 3b means every element of b should to be multiplied with 3. So 3 3 ja 9, 3 2 ja 6, 3 1 ja 3. Next 3 1 ja 3, 3 2 ja 6, 3 3 ja 9. This is called as 3b. Next minus 2a we need. Minus 2a we need. Minus 2a. So 3b minus 2a. At that time I will write. 3b minus 2a means multiplying every element of a with 2 to subtract. So we need to subtract, so I get minus. Then multiplying every element of a with 2. Scalar multiplication with 2. So 2 into a, 2a. So 2 into a, 2a means 2 into 1, 2. 2 into 2, 4. 2 into 3, 6. 2 into 3, 6. 2 into 2, 4. 2 into 1, 2. Then this is called as scalar multiplication. And adding, then subtracting, we will get 9 minus 2, 7. Subtraction of the corresponding element we need to do. 9 minus 2 gives you 7. 6 minus 4 gives you 2. 3 minus 6 minus 3. 3 minus 6 minus 3. 6 minus 4 2. 9 minus 2 7. This is called as 3a minus 2b. 3a minus 2b. So multiplying every element of b with 3 and multiplying every element of a with 2, then subtracting gives you 3b minus 2a. Next is multiplication of matrices. Multiplication of matrices. Matrix multiplication or multiplication of matrices. Matrix multiplication is possible. Matrix multiplication is possible only if the number of columns of first matrix equal to number of rows of the second matrix. Multiplication is possible only if the number of columns of first matrix equal to number of rows of the second matrix. For example, A equal to Aij is a matrix of the order m by n. M by n means m rows, n columns are there. M rows, n columns are there. And B is a matrix such that B equal to B of ij, this is of the size n by p means number of columns here are n. So these two should be equal. Number of columns of first matrix equal to number of rows of second matrix. Then only matrix multiplication is possible. So my first point is number of columns of first matrix equal to number of rows of the second matrix. Then only matrix multiplication is possible. Means AB is possible. AB is possible only if number of columns of first matrix equal to number of rows of second matrix. Then only matrix multiplication is possible. Number of columns of first matrix equal to number of rows of second matrix. And the resultant AB is of size this number of rows of first matrix by columns of the second matrix. That is m by p. So if the matrix A is of size m by n and B is of size n by p, then these two are equal, number of columns equal to number of rows. And AB is of the resultant. AB is the resultant, means product of the two is of order m by p. This is the order of the resultant matrix, m by p. So first of all, multiplication is possible only if the columns of first matrix equal to rows of the second matrix, and the result is nothing but rows of the first matrix by columns of the second matrix. Means if A equal to, I will take an example. If A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and B equal to 1, 2. What is the size of this? 2 by 2. What is the size of this? 2 by 1. These two are equal. Then matrix multiplication is possible. Now AB is possible. A into B is possible. And the order of AB equal to this is 2 by 1. 2 by 1. Order of AB equal to 2 by 1. For example, if I am taking A is this 2 by 2 and B is like this 1, 2. Now order of the B is 1 by 2. Now order of the B is 1 by 2. Is it possible AB is possible now? This is 2, this is 1. So, not at all possible. First, number of columns equal to number of rows, then only AB multiplication possible. Now, AB multiplication is not possible. Is not possible. Because here A is of 2 by 2 and B is of 1 by 2. Multiplication is not possible here clearly. Because number of columns not equal to number of rows. Like this. If B is 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 0, 0 something, whatever, 2 by 2 this is again. Now this is 2 by 2, multiplication possible and the multiplication is AB is of order 2 by 2. AB is of order 2 by 2. Like this, we can take the examples for matrix multiplication possibility. Then how to do the matrix multiplication? How to do the matrix multiplication? Now, so what I told, number of columns of the first matrix equal to number of rows of the second matrix, then only matrix multiplication is possible. Now, if A is of the order, A is equal to Aij is a matrix of the order, Aij is a matrix of the order, some m by n, some m by n, some m by n, and B is of the matrix, and B is of the matrix of order, and B is of the matrix of the order, B equal to some Bjk of the order n by p. Then matrix multiplication 100% possible. Matrix multiplication 100% possible because number of columns equal to number of rows. If C is the multiplication of the two, means C is equal to AB if I am saying, then how to do the matrix multiplication? C is of the matrix C of Ik, because resultant is m by p I told. So C of Ik, how to find? So C of Ik equal to this of the size m by p. So resultant is m by p I told. Then how to multiply? C of Ik equal to sigma j equal to 1 to n A of ij into B of jk. C of Ik equal to sigma j equal to 1 to 1 A of ij into B of jk. These two should be equal because number of when. Now if we take an example, then you can understand this very easily. You can understand this very easily if you take an example. What is the example we will take? For example, A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and B is equal to just like previously 1, 2. This is 2 by 2 and this also 2 by 1. Now number of columns equal to number of rows, multiplication possible and the resultant is 2 by 1 I told you. Then how to multiply this? Means Cij matrix multiplication, this is equal to AB equal to, how can I multiply? Now what I am saying, Cik, if this is first row first column element, what I want here, A11, first row first column element means I want C11. How to find C11 here? C11 equal to, according to this formula, C11 equal to sigma of j equal to 1 to n, j equal to 1 to n, Aij into Bjk. This is the formula I gave for Cij. Now, according to the formula, what is Aij here? If I am taking C11, so what is sigma of? That means sum of, what is the first element? I is 1, k is 1. Here I is 1, k is 1, I am taking C11 means. So, A1j means A1, j is changing from 1 to n. So, A1, 1 into k is changing from, again same, k is fixed 1 and j is changing from 1 to 1. So 1, a11 into b11 plus again j is changing, I and k are fixed 1 1. So this is a12 into b, this is 21, b21. Why? Because j is 2, but these two are fixed 1 1, like that. a13, if there is, now I am taking 2 by 2 only, so I will get this only for c11. So c11, the first element, first row, first column element, simply you can understand. First row, this is a11 into b11, here this is b11, this is b11, first row, first column element. So multiply this with this, multiply this with this, 1 into 1 plus again a12, this is a12 and b21, second row first column element is this, 2 into gives you c11. So first row first column element in matrix multiplication. So simply instead of remembering this formula, do one thing, first row with first column, just first multiply first row corresponding elements with first column corresponding elements, 1 into 1 plus 2 into 2 gives you that only. Observe. Like that, how to find the first row second column element? So first row with second column. Is there any second column? No second columm. First row second column, there is no first row second column. So you won't get any second column. That's why I told resultant is 2 by 1. Means 2 rows, 1 column. Only 1 column you will get, but 2 rows you will get. So second row, first column element. Again this gives you 3 into 1 plus 4 into, that's it. This is a into b. Even if you find this is second row first column, means c21, second row first column element of this we are finding. There is no first row second column element, there is no c12. Now c21 is equal to, according to this, what do we get? I is fixed, k is fixed, j is changing, means a21 first, j is changing from 1 to 2, a21 and b is 1 2 plus, next this is, observe, this is fixed, I is fixed now, only j is changing. First I took j is 1, next j is 2, 1 to 2, because maximum value 2. So a22 into b2, a22 into b22. This is a21, second row first column element, into b12, first row second column element. This is b12. This is one side, b11, this is b21. Yeah, there is no second column, first row first column element. So 3 into 1, that's what I want. Next a22, what is a22 here? 4 into b21, second row first column, 2 element, so 4 into 2. So like that you will get matrix multiplication using this. So this is a small example I gave you. Now matrix multiplication is possible only if columns of first matrix equal to rows of the second matrix. This is the most important point. And second thing is, you should multiply the corresponding elements with rows with the column. First row with first column, first second row with second column, like the first row with second column, first row with third column, whatever the element you want, Cij. If you want first row first column element, then multiply first row of the first matrix with the first column of the second element, like second matrix. Like if I want second row first column element, second row of this first matrix with first row of the second matrix. Like that you can find any element in A into B. So no need of formula, just multiply with the corresponding row and the column, automatically you will get it. Remaining will continue in the next class.